Yeah, and the question I always like to ask each of us is, how are we moving the needle in our business today?
Yes.
And that way, we're making sure that we're progressing and moving forward. And that way, we're making sure that we're progressing and moving forward and focusing on those big rocks or big tasks that are actually going to, like, I can't remember what is it's that effect. I can't remember.
Pareto law.
Yeah, Pareto law. And it's 20% of what you do will end up 80% of the results. So that's why we really focus on those big tasks.
So true. So then what kind of systems do you use? Are you like using some apps or Excel worksheets or CRMs, right? To keep track with the brokers and taking information, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do use a CRM for the deals and the investor relations side. So we actually use Podio just to kind of keep track.
I heard about it. That's pretty inexpensive and it's pretty good too, right? Simple.
Yes, it's very simple, very user-friendly, but also can become complex if you want it to be. So you can build it out to kind of conform to what you need. So there's different apps that we have. So I have my own app for acquisitions, and then my brother has his own app for investor relations.
And we also use Syndication Pro when we're raising money, obviously.
Yes.
We're working with other co-sponsors. And it makes it so much easier just to present the deal to the investors once they're interested. They have their own portal and all that. So that's what we use for that. And then we have off stuff for marketing as well.
Yeah. Well, for marketing, we have a few, what's the app called?
Anchor.
Yeah, Anchor for our podcast. But also we use Google Spreadsheets. I think, we don't overcomplicate it when it comes to keeping track of our business. And we read the book Traction by, I believe, Gino Wickman. And we have traction worksheets in our spreadsheets. And pretty much that's just the major responsibilities, our quarterly goals, and keeping track of what we're aiming to accomplish within each quarter and each year.
Awesome. So nice. I know Syndication Pro. I know there is IMS, then there is Appfolio. And I think Syndication Pro is pretty good software. I've seen many investors and syndicators use that. And Buildian also, right? Buildian also is a pretty, like you said, it can scale up. But for the, what you want to do in the starting, I know many times people get so complicated, and so forth. I know like Active Campaign and ClickFunnels and MailChimp, which we have all three, by the way. Company, it just integration becomes a challenge and things like that. But you're so right. Yeah. Having those systems is so important. So important.
For sure.
What would you tell somebody new who is listening to and they say, you know what, if I were to do three things and I just starting out, what should they do?
First thing I would say is to start going to networking events. So in our local area where we live, we're pretty blessed to have a lot of people throwing events for free. But if you're not that fortunate, then if you have a little bit of money, maybe you can go to some paid conferences. That's how we met a lot of our first investors and our first partners. Pretty much everyone that we've come into contact with at these events has paid off in a lot of ways. So I think that's the first thing I would do. And
I would also encourage them to look into joining a mentorship or mastermind group that can help cut your learning curve and compress your timeline. Because of course you can learn on the go and learn on your own, but why do that when you can leverage someone else's failures that they've already had and the wisdom that they already have and just save time and really expedite your journey.
Yeah. And lastly, I would say learn, but also just take action on the little things that you learn. All you have to do is see the next 2 steps ahead of you, maybe even 1 step ahead of you, and just take action on it. And then when you have become, to a point where you don't know what the next step is, then learn a little bit more and then take action again. And then just keep, taking action while learning, just massive action.
Love it. So true. I really believe in that. When you put your head down, just, take care of, what was something that really moved people around us, how we were able to accomplish smaller goals to get to the bigger ones, and so on. So let me ask you again, okay, what are you looking in with the interest rates rising now? What's the buzz and where are you looking at your next year and 4 or 5 year game plan?
Yeah, well, I mean, with interest rates rising, I mean, there's of course a lot of talk about the Fed continue to raise the interest rates, but currently we're just underwriting a little bit higher interest rates, of course, going in, and then on our refis, if we are doing any, just having those to be a little bit higher as well. And I think brokers are also starting to understand that interest rates are definitely affecting, competition and where people are submitting their offers at as far as pricing. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I mean, as we're of course still buying, we will continue to buy. So as far as going into the next few years, we're looking to do one deal a quarter right now. Mm-hmm. At least that's our goal for this year. And then next year, likely we'll step it up to 2. But right now we're looking to at least find one deal a quarter.
Okay. Yeah. And we're hoping to find some of our own deals in our own markets this year, hopefully in Georgia or North Carolina.
Yeah,
for sure. And, also with the interest rate rising, probably there might be softening coming, with the prices going down, because you can afford so much mortgage. If a higher interest rate, then the seller expectations might also tend to go down, and cap rates might increase a little bit, which is great,
Yeah,
hopefully.
That helps a lot. That really does help a lot,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would be great.
And then the assumptions, that would be the other part. If some people locked in some low interest rates, then the purchasing, assuming the loan, will be also quite handy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vinney, I'd love to know what are you guys doing in your own business?
Sure. Actually, I'm selling one in Orlando. I had bought that little bit bigger deal, $52 million deal. Yeah. We're selling for $64,850, I think, or something close to that. Wow. Yeah, in just 2 years or so.
That's awesome.
The biggest home run, I mean, some people have heard about, like in Austin, I bought in COVID, September 2020 for $34,750,000 or something. And we got bids last week and so on. We are doing best and final at 60.
Wow.
700 or something. I know it's a home run. I've never had such a big, property go up so high within.
Hi, you are listening to Syndication Made Easy podcast. We will be right back after this short break.
Hi, thank you so much. This is Vinney Chopra, and thank you for subscribing to my podcast and YouTube channel and Facebook pages and all the great things, and LinkedIn. Connect with me. I come live to you every Friday at 9:30 Pacific with Vinney and Bo show. Please also look at that. And also the podcast, which is my Apartment Syndication Made Easy. The book I wrote a couple of years back became international top seller on Amazon International now. And then we like to bring great guests for you every week or twice a week sometime to give you a lot of great knowledge. So please subscribe. You give us 5-star reviews on the iTunes. The better the guests we can, bring, and our ranking will go higher also. Thanks again for following us and really getting the most out of it. Please comment, like, share, because we would love to bring better and better material for you. Property go up so high within year and a half. I can't believe it,
Yeah,
so those things are happening. Crazy. And then senior multifamily is also big bread and butter for us. So we are building, like I was just last week there in Punta Gorda, Cape Coral, and Palm Bay, Sebastian. Then in Virginia, we're building in Williamsburg, Virginia, which will open up, I think, by end of November or so. Then I had a meeting today for a cold storage unit. We are thinking about building in Texas, and then we just got accepted for Candlewood Suites. What? We are buying in Virginia Beach, Norfolk over there, and a Marriott Courtyard. We got accepted for our LOI for in Tennessee. So Vinney is into all these different, spectrum of things. And then crypto, I'm really big in crypto now, and I kind of didn't really get into it, but last year I got into. So I'm really, digging deeper with our son Neil, who is also very much into crypto. And what else did I do? I was there in Florida and I love this website, real estate. My gosh, I couldn't believe it. And they farm the websites and sell leads. I just like the business. So I invested into that also.
That's awesome. It's really exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So several things, going on in my plate. And then we are, finalizing the book. Actually, the editor, we've been working to get this out. Senior Living Investing Made Easy. It's just taken us so long, and new things are coming, new trends are coming. Mm-hmm. So we want to make it a really good, volume. Hopefully, within 4 months, we might be able to publish that also.
It's very exciting.
That's exciting to hear all that stuff. That's awesome.
I guess the benefits of being in good markets as well for your departments that you're about to sell.
I think so. I really think so. Because the multifamily was getting so expensive, as you all know, in the last 2-3 years. So you always want to look into, what else is out there, right? Some people I know, they have been into mobile home parks and RV parks and boats parking and all. Then another student of mine, he did very well in storage units. Nice. And with the storage mom and pop units, taking them and then doing automations, through surveillance cameras and everything, and website automation, he was able to double the NOI. So that was very exciting. I know one of my other partner who's in a venture capitalist. I have another one. Another thing is I'm a VC also, venture capitalist into a cybersecurity company. And my partner really likes storage units and hotels and all. So we are looking into storage units also. And today we had a big meeting, 1-hour meeting actually, in this particular target market where there is a lot of need for cold storage units for vegetables and all those. So we are thinking to possibly look into that and building it from ground up. Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's exciting.
You got a lot going on. It's awesome.
A lot going on, Well, no, I'm so glad you took the time. I also wanted to chat with you all. I know something I just talked to, I think, I don't want to mispronounce his name. Oh my gosh. I just was talking to him yesterday. I interviewed, and we were talking about young people, how we could share with them. Walter. I'm sorry, Walter, buddy. Walter Amarello, right there in Florida area. And we were putting together some ideas how we could make an entrepreneurship free knowledge to teach the people, like in junior high, high school, even, college, so that they could dig deeper into entrepreneurship mind. Have you given that thought yourself?
Yeah, we're producing a lot of content. We're actually we call them Donis Brothers roundtables right now. That's the name, but we pick a lot of topics relating to financial literacy, real estate, and economics, and we just sit around and talk about them. And sometimes, we come up with interesting topics and go down interesting rabbit holes. So that'll be launching really soon.
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah, I think
wonderful. It's a YouTube channel you're doing?
Yeah. No. Yeah, we already have an existing YouTube channel, Donis Brothers, and that's where you go to find it. Yep.
But I mean, we're always looking for ways that we could potentially give back to people that are our age, because if people can learn, not necessarily what we know, but just the fact of how to build wealth through real estate at a younger age, a lot of people will achieve financial freedom, and, they can potentially, just go about their life a different way. And, if they learn that at an early age, I think that would be very valuable.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned TikTok the last time we spoke, but we're very present on TikTok and Reels on Instagram. And we believe social media is a great way to reach the younger generations. And so we're aiming to produce content on there as well that will provide that similar education, but in that short, sweet, quick to the point. And that way, we can reach that audience as well.
Awesome. No, that's such a great thing to give back and, start paving the pavement for younger people to follow your steps and get into real estate, at a younger age. I think that's exciting. Very, very exciting. So TikTok, I know that's pretty big and you are growing there. And what are the social medias? Facebook? And
LinkedIn, Facebook. We're going to be on YouTube shortly. Instagram. We're somewhat on Twitter, and then I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
TikTok as well.
Yeah.
TikTok, big time. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I'm so glad you guys hung out with me. I appreciate that. Any last comments, and how can people reach you? Yeah.
Do you guys have any tips?
Yeah, just tips. I would say reading books. Obviously, this might sound cliche, but a lot of the books everything that we started with was actually just simple things like reading, podcasts, and then we started surrounding ourselves with the right people that were doing what we wanted to do. So I highly recommend reading, podcasts, and then getting into the right rooms.
Yeah, I would say start with believing in yourself. Just believing that you can do it. If you surround yourself with people that are actually doing it, that'll break that. Demystify some people put successful people on a pedestal, but it's like you can really do what they're doing. So you can
it'll close the gap between you and those people.
Yeah, exactly. And then, just believing in yourself and just knowing that you can definitely do it as well.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to find us, we're at Donis Brothers. That's Donis Brothers on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, essentially every social media platform. We also have a podcast, The Real Estate Monopoly. And we'd love to help anyone any way we can.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. No, what great nuggets you were provided in this podcast. And I really appreciate you taking the time, to meet with me. And again, everybody, if you like the comments and all the nuggets, please share this episode, in your circle and give us 5-star reviews. And we look forward to bringing great guests like Donis Brothers, right there. What a great inspirational story that you guys are doing so well already and gotten to a path where you will be crushing it even more and more. So good luck to you. And, it's such a pleasure to know you all. Huh?
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Vinney. It was an honor to be on your show.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.